The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his spot. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense takes the field. Stakes are always high in the game. Careers are made and lost because of it, and they'll have to manage their emotions, guys.
Some games in college football just mean more. When you think about Ohio State and Michigan, you think about not just Big Ten implications, national title implications, Heisman Trophy implications. Late in the year, David, this is just must-watch TV.
Must-watch TV. Two of the winningest programs in college football history. This game, I tell you what, recent years has really brought back the tradition and been so much more competitive now that Michigan's also getting some wins.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. He'll field the punt. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So Michigan's offense has the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Soften him up with a run, now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Leaves it with the back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the tight end. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Quickly to the tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. A new set of downs after the completion. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly complete. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. He's back to throw on 2nd down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if his team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by 7 over Georgia. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the tailback. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Now the play fake. Finds the tight end. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Off play action on first down. Got his man on the right. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Power football with the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the ground with the counter. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Freeman. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. He wants to throw. Unleashes one deep. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Complete to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the Buckeyes will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes.
And the blitz gets to him just like that.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Give to the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Moves around to clear up the vision. As they say, touchdown, first down, or get down. He gets down. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together.
And that pass picked off. Smacks him with the stiff arm. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Here's the handoff. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Looking for a crease to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Strong, firm tackle.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
In the offense, man, he couldn't find anybody open. Like, somebody's got to create some separation, or what do I do? How do I throw a jump ball to one of my big receivers out wide that can go up and dunk on somebody's head and catch the football? Maybe find my big playmakers and try to force them the ball down here in the red zone.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. up the field goal. They're set to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Finds his target down the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. New set of downs after that completion. The inside handoff. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Throws for the tight end. Oh, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass? They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The give to the left side. He locked up and held on to bring him down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. The throw. He's got his man. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The run from the shotgun. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. And his throw is incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Caught in the backfield, it's King. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And here comes the offense on second down. They're going to throw it again. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He'll try to take it back. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got three DBs, three corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They'll throw it on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Bob. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Trying to get to it. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they got him down at the 23. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I've been throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Touchdown, Michigan! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, whether it's in the shoe or the big house, when you have these two programs with all that's at stake today, you know emotions run high in a game known simply as the game. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Ohio State plays out.
And the returner will be dragged down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Pocket starts to collapse. That's reeled in. It's Ellington. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game.
I love when they sneak the big fella out of the backfield. They're usually blocking so much. Nice job with a little play action. Slide and give him the rock.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. From the gun, running back on the move. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. To the ground with the back. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Wolverines are flying down the field. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Gets it out quickly. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They'll try to power their way ahead, putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. They're getting this guy lathered up. Couldn't really get started there. Pick up a run to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his big tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. With the run on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Can the defense stop him again on 2nd and goal? Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverines. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail. And they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. They'll try to pound their way in. He goes airborne, and he's in there, and the 2-point try is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Might as well give it to him again. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
And right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the man.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll pull it on the read. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He'll set up to throw. Got his man quickly. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to run it to the right. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Right back to him on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now facing a third and long. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They've got a 1st and 10 as we are inside a minute to play here in the third. He'll do it himself. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it, open.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. From the gun, running back gets to give. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On second down, he'll fire. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Makes a connection. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On second down, just keeps firing. Makes the grab on the left. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And that makes interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. To the ground to try to move the chains. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Love. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. He now has 79 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. Oh, it's out! Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
It's a big mountain to climb, but the defense helping themselves out by getting that takeaway. They're going to need a few scores now, but you needed something positive to happen. You needed the momentum to shift, and I think the defense just did that by getting the takeaway.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do it.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
When you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive, they dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They put it on the ground last time. They had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry about it.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Now he's going to break the pocket. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. And the Wolverines will send off the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. On first down, here comes this offense. He's going to pass. Complete to the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a two-time All-American know this game is not over. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Running to the left. Powers through the defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Freeman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The crowd is going to tell you the result of this one. They are into it on this huge 3rd and 3. Fires to the big fella. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's caught downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line, a big play for this offense. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. On the move, it's Love. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. The Wolverines get it past the sticks. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. And we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.